Your lips were curled up in a beautiful soft smile, seeing the happy and excited faces of the teenage students who were so proud and surprised with their creation. They were showing each other what they made out of organic food they picked from the farm themselves. You experience this happiness each and every day, and thanks yourself for choosing this passion to move forward in life. You run an organic farm and slowly so many people are noticing it and comes from a different part of the world to get to know about things. Sometimes a group of students come for their project or gaining some experience about organic farming. Earlier it was only limited to you and you were solely managing everything, but now when this farm started to trend on social media, you have your own staff and it's a big thing now. So, did you guys learn something new today? And how was your experience? You said gaining the attention of the students who now turn towards you. It was great. We never thought organic food tastes so real and different from what we buy from stores every day. This was a whole new experience. You smiled as they were excited to share their experience. This bread was so yummy. I didn't know there were vegetables hiding inside it. I'm surely gonna start planting my own vegetable and fruits. This is amazing. But ma'am, can I have another slice of the bread? All the other students laughed at him while you chuckled and nodded. You signed one of your assistants to give him more bread. It was a great experience for me too to work with you guys. Hope we'll meet for another class soon and we'll learn more things. We will definitely talk to our teachers to bring us back here. You smiled. Okay, so it's time to say goodbye. I hope you have enjoyed it and learned something new. As the students left, they provided with gift hampers. It's good to see how young people taking interest in agriculture and farming. You turned towards her and smiled. You were right. Your phone started to ring and you took it out from your pocket before a smile appeared on your face. You quickly answered it. Yes, my boy. Did you come back from school? It was your son. Oh, don't worry, mom will be home soon. Where is your dad? Okay, don't cry, I'll come soon. Bye. You ended the call and Rachel smiled. Samuel, you nodded. He can't stay without me as soon as he reaches home. I think you should go now. I'll take care here. So much. No problem. Take care. You nodded and went inside the farmhouse to grab your stuff before leaving. I am home, you said, entering inside the house, and your 3-year-old came running to you out of nowhere. Umma, he hugged your legs. Wow, my bunny seems to miss me, huh? You said, bending down and picked him in your arms. Yes, I was missing you so bad, he said with a pout that melted your heart even more. I brought a cake for you. He got excited after hearing that. Your husband also came into the living room. And my presence has no value. I have been trying to feed him, but he wasn't ready to take a bite. You walked near him. And why that? Son, you should not trouble your appa. I'm sorry, Uma, but dad doesn't cook like you. Jungkook pinched his cheek. I cook decently, okay? You chuckled, then he turned towards you. How was your day? You nodded. Pretty good. Tomorrow my team has been invited to a meeting with the agriculture minister. Wow, that's so cool. Yes, by the way, I have brought some fruits and vegetables from the farm. I'll keep them in the fridge. It's okay, I'll do it. You go and get refreshed. You nodded and put your son down before leaving for your room. Jungkook looked at him. I'll help too. Jungkook smiled. Why not? Come with me. and they both walked in the kitchen carrying the bags with them. Samuel found his cake and he was so happy. You came downstairs and Jungkook already prepared dinner. He always does when he come home before you. You joined your son and husband at the dining table. Thank you very much. He even served you on your plate. There is nothing to be thankful for. It's not like it's your duty to cook every day. You smile. But when mom cooks, it's always delicious. You cook so blandly, he complained. That's not good to say, Sam. Your dad cooks better than me. In fact, I have only learned to cook most of the dishes from him. I'm noticing he's complaining a lot these days. If you don't like then, you are free to leave. Me and your mom will finish it. I was just saying, I'm still eating, he said, drinking the soup while Jungkook also sat down. It's been 5 years since your marriage, and so far it's so peaceful and beautiful. You are blessed with a son whom you both love more than anything, and overall so happy in your own world. Although it was an arranged marriage, it never really felt like one. You are not his first love or life partner, but you are surely the last and for the lifetime. His wife died only 3 months later after their marriage, and then you came in his life 2 years later. You never wanted to marry a man who was already married for once, but your dad didn't listen. You denied for it, but now you thank your father to not listen to you because you probably never met a man like him. He's so good and caring. It was hard to adjust at first, but he never really made you feel question this marriage or regret it. It was like this from the start. Plus, your in-laws are great. They treat you like a daughter. After the dinner, you collect the dishes. I'll clean them. You go and do your work or just relax. He nodded and walked away with Samuel in his room to tuck him to sleep. I had work in this town, so I thought to meet you. By the way, I also visited your organic farm. It's huge now and so much popular in social media. I see people adopting this hobby. Just a little effort towards betterment. I never really thought it will came to this level when I start. You said serving her herbal tea that you made by yourself. I'm so happy to see you progressing. By the way, where is Jungkook? And your son must be in school, right? You nodded. She picked the cup and took a sip before looking at you. It's been so long since we are meeting, right? I last met all of you 4 years ago, right? You nodded. Daisy is Jungkook's cousin who lives in the States but recently moved back in Korea. How is everything going on in your life? Are you happy? Is there any improvement in your marriage? This left you a little off guard, her asking you if you are happy or not when she can clearly see that you seem normal. Yes, everything is fine. Why did you ask that? You were really so confused. Good to hear that Jungkook has changed. I thought this marriage won't last long, but I think he has moved on. I'm sorry, but what are you saying? I mean, we are always like this. Jungkook is also the same. She put her cup on the table before looking at you. So you mean he's always nice to you? I mean, you don't know anything? You shook your head, but now curiosity arises inside you. You wanted to know why she was saying all this. What should I know? She took a deep breath. So I think he decided to change. I mean, I'm not trying to upset you or create any misunderstanding between you guys. It's just no one thought after losing Jasmine Jungkook would ever move on. He never wanted to get married and was against it, but uncle and auntie forced him because of course they won't let him ruin his life at such a young age. It was all because of a child he somehow got agreed to marry. No one thought he will move on. Well, it's good to see you guys share a special bond. I think you were the real one who was destined with him. You faked a smile at her, although your thoughts really interrupted. But you were quick enough to gather them. Of course, what he thought before the marriage was not your concern as long as he was nice afterwards. He had a life, he lost his lover. It's not easy for anyone to move on, still, he never made you feel unwanted. Changed himself, and you guys planned a family, and then only Sam was born. There was no rush, no force, no feeling of unwantedness. You always lived with him like his wife, and he actually loves you, so it doesn't matter to you what he used to think before. Daisy, you both turned back and saw Jungkook. He came back from his office and then he walked near you. What a surprise. When did you came and where's Alex? He said, sitting beside you. I had some work in this area, so thought to meet you, and Alex went to Japan for a business trip. So everything's good in life? She smiled and nodded. So far it's all fine, but I see you have changed a lot. Looks completely different. He got a little confused and looked at you. Different? I'm the same. Did I change? He asked you while you shook your head a little. See, Vayan always say the truth. She chuckled. I guess it's all because of Vayan. I still remember how much you were against this marriage. His smile slowly faded. Jungkook has never let you know about this thing. He doesn't want to upset you or hurt you in any way because of his past. He changed so much and happily accepted you because he doesn't want to ruin your life with his. Before the marriage, he decided to leave his past in the past. It was hard, but he didn't give up, and now because of that, he is living a happy and peaceful life with you. More than his first wife. He knows you now. His bond is stronger with you. That was in the past and people change. I might have said that, but my thoughts are not same as before. He said looking at you, and you know he is honest. Jungkook was afraid that you must be upset of all this, but that was never the case. That's what I was saying. You have changed for good. I also wasn't ready for the marriage, but that doesn't mean I kept the same thoughts after getting married. So thoughts changes and it's normal. You said giving him a soft smile to assure him that it's okay. As long as you don't hurt anyone, your past thoughts doesn't matter. Wow, there's so much understanding between you guys, such an ideal couple. And you came here to remind me of my past, huh? He said in a complaining tone that made you chuckle slightly. Hey, I already told Ryan that I didn't mean to create any misunderstanding between you guys. I am genuinely happy. I was just asking. It's okay, let's not talk about this topic. Tell me, what would you like to eat? Have dinner with us tonight? Oh, I really wish I could, but I have to go. I wanted to see your son too. I dropped him off at vocabulary classes. He'll be back after an hour. Wow, how old is he again? He is 3. You guys are really raising him well. I'll meet him another time. Or what if you guys pay a visit to Busan? It's been a long time. We'll come soon. She smiled and got up. I'll wait. Okay then, I'll leave. See her off to her car and come inside. You saw Jungkook still sitting on the couch. You walked near him. What happened to you? Why did your face become dull all of a sudden? He stood up and came closer to you. Are you mad at me or upset because of me? You looked at him confused. For what? He knew you understand, so he didn't say anything. You sighed and made him sit on the couch before holding his hand. If you're talking about what Daisy said, I would have minded if it was true. I mean, why would I care what you used to think before when I've never seen you behaving like that? He slowly looked at you. I decided to give it a chance. I didn't want to ruin your life because of me. You nodded. And I know that you don't have to give any explanation to me. In fact, I'm thankful to you that you changed yourself for me. Even after so much sadness and heartbreak, you cared about me. That's what true love is. Now I feel more loved and valuable. You hugged him and he didn't hesitate to wrap his arms around you. Now I love you even more. Thank you for every thought you changed just to make me happy. I still love you and will forever. You assured him that these things doesn't really matter. You guys are living happily and will try to live like this in future too, with love and understanding along with respect for each other. I love you too. You smiled and broke the hug. Okay, that's enough. Now let's go and pick up Sam, or he'll gonna be mad at both of us if we get late. He chuckled and you both stood up. Sam, careful, don't run around. He turned towards you. Mom, it's like a magic. You can have any fruit and vegetables without paying any money. You and Jungkook both chuckled. Because he has seen all this since birth, Samuel is also connected with nature like you and Jungkook. Unlike other kids of his age, he is fond of fruits and vegetables more than chocolates and cookies. And that's because he gets to eat the things in their most natural form. You grew up in a countryside area and used to help your parents and farm until you moved to the city for work. But your bond with fresh things were always there. You never liked the taste of fruits you find in the city, so that's why you started to grow your own. And that small habit now turned into a full-time business, and many people are motivated to adopt this lifestyle along with you. Jungkook is also same like you and you get to know about this from him. But how much time will it take to grow? Jungkook walked near him before sitting on his toes and plucking a cabbage. It depends on what you are growing and how you are taking care of it. They also need proper care, like you have to water them, organic fertilizers and manure. There's so much. Samuel was listening to him carefully. I will take care of it when I grow up. Jungkook smiled and ruffled his hair. Sure, that would be so good. Let's start the cooking. I have lit the fire. You said coming out as you have planned to have a barbecue dinner in the farm itself. Sometimes you do this and it feels like you're living your childhood. Let's go. Jungkook picked his son while Sam held the cabbage in his small arms. This is so yummy. Can I have one more, please? Yes, Your Majesty, he said, giving him another skewer stick of grilled vegetables. It really tastes good. Although I'm full, I still wanna eat more. You said, putting a hand on your stomach. It's okay, you can eat as much as you want. So that I gain more weight, right? He looked at you. But you said you want to eat, then why are you complaining about weight? And also, just go to the gym. All this stuff is healthy anyways. Still, it can make you fat. Oh god, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna eat a lot. Thank god I'm a child and I don't have to worry about weight. Hearing him, both of you couldn't help but to chuckle, seeing him enjoying his food. Right, enjoy your life, son.